Guys, I think I've reached my breaking point. Like, I am sick of the Nintendo slander and the Nintendo hate. Saying that this is a failed unveiling, this is a failed reveal, this is so disappointing, it sucks, the system's terrible, Nintendo is going to follow up a super successful system and era with a stumble and a horribly unsuccessful era. It's freaking bonkers. And look, I wish we were paying less. You always want to pay less. I wish the games cost less. Don't get me wrong. But I gained some perspective tonight that I think might actually help you out. I hope this perspective does give you a bit of solace, a bit of calm, a bit of like, peace of mind about what Nintendo is doing here. Because in my opinion, after this perspective, Nintendo is killing this launch, and Nintendo has revealed great games and awesome performance. And in 7 weeks, they made Cyberpunk run on Switch 2 better than it can run on Steam Deck. Okay, you can call me crazy, but what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. I'm going to show you some simple math. This is the US inflation calculator, all right? In the year 2020, the PlayStation 5 dropped, and the PlayStation 5 introduced the $70 video game. Demon's Souls was $70. Look at how much that is in 2025. Demon's Souls was an $86 video game. I know nobody cares about inflation. I know they say dollars are dollars. They're not. Inflation is really real. Inflation is factual. Inflation is undeniable. Demon's Souls cost $6.30 more than Mario Kart. Should Mario Kart be 70? Sure, I don't know. Whatever. They decided the price. There's tariffs. There's global economy. There's Nintendo. Whatever reason you want to believe. I don't even care anymore. I'm instead going to look straight at this. Demon's Souls was $86.30. Okay? They charged their budget game was Miles Morales. Do you know how much Miles Morales was? Miles Morales was a $60 game. All right? That was a $60 game. Do you know how much the PlayStation 5 was? The PlayStation 5 was $500. In 2025, it's a $616 system. You know how much the Switch cost in 2025? $450. So get this. If I wanted a PlayStation and Demon's Souls in 2020, that's $570, right? Now, mind you, that's a remake, Demon's Souls. Not even a brand new game. It's a remake. It was $702. Now, somebody in the audience tell me how much the Mario Kart World Bundle is for the system and the $80 game. $500, $525. And just so you're sure, if I spent $500 in 2025, this calculator is not messed up. It's not goofy. There's zero inflation because it is 2025. You are spending $200 less than what you spent in 2020 if you bought a PS5. People thought the PS5 was expensive. Nobody was running a drop the price protest campaign, chaos, saying it's a failed launch, saying it's horrible. The PS5 is an amazing selling system. The PS5 continues to be very successful, okay? The first $70 video game was actually an $86 video game today. So I want you to see this. We're going to go backwards, right? Okay? I think you can do this. If not, I'll show you a different site. If I bought something in 2020 for $80 or 2025 for $80, it would have been $64 in 2020. You're buying a $64 video game. They've raised the price on you by negative $5.11. This is the perspective that I needed. I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad I sought this out. I'm so glad I just decided to do the math for myself. Like, look, if you don't want to believe in tariffs, if you don't want to believe in global economy, you don't believe Nintendo's greedy, that's fine. I'm telling you right now, they are undeniably not greedy. How can you say they're greedy when Sony was charging you in 2020 $86 for your game? Demon's Souls was $86.30. We're so used to the price staying consistent, and that's just not something that can always happen for the gaming industry to continue. Regardless, though, maybe you don't want the gaming industry to continue. I just want to focus in on Nintendo is not greedy. Nintendo did not ruin their chances at success. Nintendo did not deliver a terrible console. Nintendo did not screw this whole thing up. Donkey Kong looks amazing. It's a fully destructible Deep Rock Galactic meets Mario Odyssey. Boom. Love it. DK is redesigned, revived, and coming back for a 3D adventure. Month 2. In month 1, you get the biggest Mario Kart game ever. Remember when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was a great deal? Remember when everyone loved Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Do you know when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out in 2017. How much that game cost? $60. Oh! You know how much Mario Kart 8 was in 2017? Basically the same price as Mario Kart World. Basically the same price as Mario Kart World. Can you believe that? You paid almost exactly the same. $1.89 different is what you paid for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Okay, can we be done with this? Can we drop the whole price thing? Like, yes, everyone wishes things were cheaper. Everyone wishes the global economy was different. Everyone wishes this tariff nonsense wasn't causing trouble. Nintendo is giving you a fair price, okay? Let's do another one. You know what you paid for the Switch in 2017? You paid almost $400 for the Switch. You paid almost $400 for the Switch. Do you agree that this system should be better? Should be more? It's doing a lot more. It's a lot more powerful. The Switch today in 2025 bucks cost you $390. And they're charging you $450. So let's go backwards, okay? 2025, they're charging you $450 for this Switch. In the year that the Switch 1 came out, that would have been a $345 system. You're paying $45 more than you paid for your Switch 1, and you're getting DLSS, ray tracing, variable refresh rate. You're getting 4K. You're getting Joy-Con that won't drift. You're getting magnets. You're getting 2 USB-C ports. This has changed my whole view. Before, I was like, yeah, I want to pay less too. That is a lot of money. What is Nintendo doing? Then I was like, okay, it's really the global economy and the tariffs. And now I'm just like, I'm saying forget it all. And I'm just going to focus on how much I love this console and how much I love the games that I've seen thus far and how much I love that third parties are able to port their extravagant games like Cyberpunk and Street Fighter 6 and Elden Ring and this new Dusk Bloods and so many other titles that are about to be announced as well to Nintendo Switch too. And they're saying it's easy, it's fun, it's fine. We got mouse controls. They're making the all system. The screen is a better screen than what the Steam Deck has. Yes, it's not OLED, but it's LCD doing 120 frames per second, VRR, DLSS, and ray tracing. Nintendo has killed it. People just don't want to admit it. People don't like to say it. People don't want to believe it. And I'm showing you right here that Nintendo is not greedy. You paid the same for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as you're paying for Mario Kart World. Again, I'm going to show you one more time. $60 in 2017. Today's dollars is $78.10. Now, there's a whole nother side to this, which is that wages have not gone up. Stuff sucks. People are treated unfairly. I get it. I get it. But then let's direct our energy towards that and not towards Nintendo. Nintendo is not paying your wage. Nintendo is setting a price. And Nintendo is basically setting the same price. And call me a Nintendo apologist if you want. Numbers don't lie. As a great basketball player named Rasheed Wallace for the Detroit Pistons used to say, ball don't lie. And I think this is the perfect example of ball don't lie. Mario Kart World costs the same as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And yet everybody's freaking drop the prices everywhere. So many people are just hating on Nintendo. And they're saying that this launch, the only thing that matters about this is not the games, not the features, not the upgrades, not the we actually listened to the fans and delivered what they wanted in so many areas. It's they're screwing us over, they're greedy, and they suck. Oh, they made the eShop lag free and sped it up. That's what people asked for. They brought GameCube to the NSO. That's what people asked for. They made a whole new Mario Kart instead of a port Mario Kart. That's what people asked for. They made a new 3D Donkey Kong. People have been wanting that forever. Metroid Prime 4 uses freaking mouse controls at 120 frames per second. Could you get a better FPS experience? This system is going to be amazing. And Nintendo knows it. I don't think that they are going to listen to drop the price at all. And while I would like it, I don't want to spend $80 of any year's money on this game. I get it. But I understand it. And I gained the perspective tonight that this is fair and that basically, not even basically, I'm not even going to make that qualifier for people. I paid the same for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as I'm paying for Mario Kart World. You did too. You just might not want to believe it, but you did. You did. All right. I'm going to drop this. I think we should just talk about how good it is and not just give into the price discussion. The pre-order thing is unfortunate and disappointing. And yeah, we'll address the news, but this whole thing about Nintendo overcharging and botching the launch and botching the reveal has got to stop. It's just not true. It's misinformation, just like the $90 of misinformation. That got me. I thought games are going to be $90 physical, $80 digital. No, they're $80. And in reality, they're $60. In reality, Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe cost the same as Mario Kart World. Yep, you heard it here first. You're paying the same price you paid when you bought your Nintendo Switch 1 games. And everybody has you throwing your arms up and freaking out. I hope this brings some people perspective. Please, I'm praying that the comments are not negative. I'm praying that people aren't saying this isn't true. Can you please just listen to the numbers? The numbers, they're not scary or mysterious. This isn't Severance. The numbers are true and real. How many times? What do I need to do to prove this to you? People that bought Demon's Souls or any first-party Sony game that wasn't Miles Morales paid $86, and everyone's freaking about $80. Okay, just so you can see this, because it's gonna be asked. Okay, so when GTA drops for $100, because it's probably going to happen, that was like an $80 video game. So that's the price point that you can start to complain about, in my opinion. $100, because $80 is $64. They're getting you at the tax rate. $64 is what I basically paid for every game plus tax in 2020 and 2017, frankly. If we want to go back to 2017, look at this. When GTA comes out for $100, it's $76 in 2017. That's 16 more than you paid for Mario Kart then. Get mad at GTA. Don't get mad at Nintendo. Or don't get mad at anything. Get mad at the wages aren't more. That's really the thing to get mad at, but I'm sick of the Nintendo slander. Don't hate Nintendo. They killed this launch. It's an A+. I love Nintendo's Switch 2 plan. I don't love the price, because you shouldn't love any price. You shouldn't be excited to pay more for anything. But I understand it. And I'm not going to be whisked into this fairy tale world where people make believe that it's an insane amount of money. The numbers tell a different story. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Love you lots. The numbers, my friends. The numbers. Use this argument. You're free to use it. Show people this video. Show people these screenshots. Make sure that they know that in 2017, when they bought Mario Kart and they loved Mario Kart, ask them, did you like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Did you think that was good value? Yeah, $60 was a great game. You paid the same that you're paying for Mario Kart World. Dismantle their argument with facts. At least try to. I know it doesn't always work, but thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Until next time, SwitchForce out.